Hi, Buck. Well, hello, world. I was here by myself for a while. I hear Buck.
Buck, can you hear me?
Yes.
Wave if you can. Okay, because I'm not hearing anything.
You hear nothing?
Checking my Bluetooth.
Can anyone hear me?
Hello? Now I know that works. I can hear you, Ian.
It's not working. What the hell?
Can the world hear me? Are we having an audio nightmare today? Can the world hear? Hey, Marcy, can you hear me? Hi, Marcy. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can hear Buck, but I don't think Buck can hear us either.
There's something going on. I can't. I hear an echo.
Well, I'm using my speakers today, so I'll have to turn them down. I'm telling Buck. This is me telling Buck.
Wow, my StreamYard is all screwed up. I'm going to have to restart my machine because right now it's trying to tell me my headset is a microphone.
All right, Wizard of Oz.
So
it's the solar flares.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, if we're getting echo, it's probably because I'm not using my headset. Let me turn this down.
Well, not your echo. I mean, I hear the echo still. But,
is that better?
I still hear myself a little.
I turned the speaker down almost to nothing. Hang on. I really don't want to put my headphones on, but I will.
We had this headphone conversation last night to the wee hours.
All right, say something.
Something.
All right. Is that better?
Yeah. It's all gone. No more echo.
All right.
Yeah, no, StreamYard was all screwed up. For the audio output device, I usually have it set to my headphones.
Yeah.
They weren't an option. There was no options. And then I'd pick a different mic option, and then I'd get the virtual cable thing from OBS.
Yeah. Weird.
And yeah, I had no other options. Like, it didn't give me any of my other audio output devices, whether it was like the sound card in the motherboard or my anything. It was just nothing. It was weird. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing?
Hey, Kenneth.
Scale model muse. Headphones are a must if it echoes.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, the echoes are terrible. I agree.
Well, you know what? StreamYard is supposed to have
echo
cancellation.
It doesn't work.
But I think it only really works if... I don't know. I mean, I'm using a boom mic and a separate speaker, and it just doesn't work.
Well, the boom mics are usually really good at noise canceling, too. But...
Yeah, but whatever.
They're not perfect. Technology.
Yes, he is. I always have to turn him down, too, because Buck comes in really loud.
You turn
anyway,
Buck... How do you turn Buck down?
Click the little three dots on their... on their little person, and you can edit their mic volume. You can turn off automatic and go to mic volume.
Oh,
because sometimes he comes in and he's really loud.
Nice.
Well, Marcy's deaf in one ear, so she needs Buck to be loud.
Buck distorts skull speakers. He's so loud. That is, you either need higher quality speakers or we need to quiet Buck down, I guess. I thought I was the loud one here. What you working on, Todd?
I am working on the Knight Rider still.
Oh my lord.
Issue 50. I'm going past, Mike says don't go past this point, but I'm going past it.
It seems like a bit of a slog, this model.
It's
like all the wire routing.
I mean, if you're doing mods like I am, then there's points where you have to stop and you have to do something. And Buck is back. Can you hear us, Buck?
I can. Matter of fact, I found something really funny about StreamYards. Before I came in, there's a spot where you can check your audio. I don't know who they have singing it, but testing is the song must be called Testing.
Yeah.
Okay, Buck's. I edited Buck's volume. He was at like 50 something. Hey, Buck, say something.
Something.
There you go.
Now try it again.
Something.
Oh my god, that's some. I had to lower you down to like 14.
Yeah, he comes in really loud, and that's fine.
There you go. Okay, better.
It's
It's just like
microphone.
I think it's a combination of your mic and your room is a little echoey.
He's got a full-on studio. That's how it works.
Well, he doesn't
the
have sound
problem-
control.
The problem is all the ambient sounds in the background here. Because it's 87 degrees out today. So it's hot in here, and so I got fans going.
Well, we don't hear the fans. It's just the room is echoey. So, like my audio quality, I feel like it's amazing at my workbench, and I figured out why. I'll show everybody why my sound quality is the way it is.
Here comes the
Because
brag. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
It's an open, unfinished
So
ceiling.
this is the way you say it. Is he's going to show? No, I thought
No,
he was going to show us his balls again.
Are you
No,
going to show
no,
us your
no.
balls?
No, I'm not gonna. No. It's just that I have an unfinished garage, and the ceiling is just open fiberglass batting everywhere, and it absorbs all of the noise. Because if this thing had like a drywalled ceiling in the garage, it would be much more echoey. But because I work in a pitiful garage with an unfinished ceiling of squalor, the unintended side effect is amazing sound quality.
Well, that's the thing. Is this room should not echo because it is packed with stuff.
Well, you know what you should do? Rip your ceiling out and just have the exposed fiberglass. It'll sound 10 times better.
If I rip the ceiling out, I'll be either in the bedroom upstairs or outside. My shop is the coldest room in the house in the winter and the hottest room in the house in the summer because I have 4 external walls and a ceiling that's half external. Or 3 external walls, sorry.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, I'm concerned when we move. I'm gonna have like a finished basement for my studio, and I'm gonna have to get that foam egg crate stuff, and just cover the entire ceiling in foam egg crate tiles to like absorb all the ambient sound. It's gonna be an expensive little project.
So I don't think you guys have noticed. Probably not. Here, let me. Yeah, that one. Is it that? Yeah, that's the right one. I don't think you guys have noticed that my bench is turned 90 degrees.
Oh, you're working on the other side of the bench.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you cleared off a lot of space there.
Well, see, that's the thing is this was always open except for a keyboard. So now everything's over there.
There you go. Okay, I'm going to try shoving in some of these laser cut windows today.
You're going to shove what where?
Laser cut windows.
Oh, you heard him.
Hey, these are tiny. I could pack a bunch of these into a prison.
The prison pocket.
The prison pocket. BC. They're all labeled too, which is nice.
I thought it was the
BC
prison wallet.
Something like one or the other. I don't know. You get a little shock cup here. Come on.
So, by the way, I was working on the Lumen house today, and I'm a little bit disappointed because one of my panels and one of my wall panels is cracked.
Oh no.
Yes. That's okay. I'll be able to work around it.
That's no fun.
That's okay.
Let's see how this. See how these fit.
And my LEDs from Amazon that were supposed to be here yesterday. Yeah, they might be here today. I love when Amazon does that.
Ooh, my LEDs I ordered are on the front porch. I forgot about them.
Well, and after starting to work on the Moomin house and stuff, I was like, oh, I need more SMDs.
Dope.
You always use more SMDs.
I ordered a 20-pack of pre-resisted 0805s. I need some more for my bridge. I really want that front window to, like, blast the light out.
I ordered a 125 pack.
Jeez.
My God.
5 different colors, 25 of each, and 375 resistors.
Gee. You go with your bad self.
I will. They'll be
Of
here
course,
on
you don't fit.
Tuesday.
These don't fit. They're too big. The hole for these portholes, the way they're molded from round 2, yeah, they're not good. None of them are like the correct size.
That's not good.
Yeah, they're all wonky. They're just bad. I mean, it's not bad. It's not as bad as I guess the refit, the D. Some of those portholes are completely wacky.
Oh, you mean the Eagle Moss or Flame Home?
I guess, yeah. I mean, oh, Buck, can you PM me your PayPal and your full address again?
Sure.
So I don't misspell it because I didn't spell your last name correctly last time.
Tell everybody what you're doing.
I am taking over Buck's aborted build of the Enterprise D from Fan Home because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Can't be worse than your second prize.
No,
He's actually, by the time he gets done with this, he's going to be like, I missed the second prize.
You know, Buck, that'll be an interesting one to keep track of. See which one I bitch about more. I mean, basically, which model's Ian going to bitch about the most? Well, whichever one he's working on right now. Oh, God damn it, I just dropped all my little things. God,
I hate it when I drop my little thing.
Oh, no, these laser cut windows, they're just, I have them in like one of those plastic shot glasses. And it just fell over. Let me put some, I'm going to put some blue tack under it. That should stabilize things a bit. It'll be more stable than me.
That's not saying much.
No, not really. So these.
By the way, Ian,
Yeah.
what you need is a bunch of these.
Oh, the metal cups.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it fits. All right.
I will not be shopping on Amazon today because I always shop.
You got it out of your system?
Yeah, I saw that I needed more warm white LEDs, and I looked up warm white LEDs on Amazon, and HTM Model Works, and I was like, let's see, 13 for 25, 5 for 5, or wait, 125 for $29. Okay, so
Yeah. I mean, listen, this Enterprise is enough work without me having to also,
solder.
solder all the damn resistors on. It's like enough soldering already. It's enough. So I'm not going to, the only problem with the pre-resistor is like sometimes you don't need all that extra wire that they put on them.
Right. And then sometimes. No! Oops. Now you did it.
Well,
sometimes the resistors are right up on the LED, and so you need a big spot to put them in. What'd you do?
Well, actually, Laser Fire in their instructions, they say, we include a few extra windows due to the inevitable fact one will go flying across your workbench. I like their level of humor. These little things are, here, let me show you for anyone who hasn't seen them already, is These little laser cut windows, they come in oblong and round. And if you could see this here, it has paper on both ends. I peeled the paper off the back, and then I rubbed it against some 1000 grit sandpaper to diffuse the light a little better. And then you shove them into the little holes and leave the paper on the outside, and they're pre-masked, basically. And when you're done painting the model, you just scrape that protective paper off of them, and Bob's your uncle. It's quite nice.
Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, it's for our British viewers. Since it's only 10 p.m. over there, we could have a couple watching. For our compatriots from across the pond.
Marcy said I need more LEDs. She's right. You can never have enough LEDs.
Yeah, I thought I had all the LEDs, and I'm like, damn it, I don't have any. I have nothing. I open my drawer of LEDs. There's 500 million LEDs in there, but not the ones I need.
Right. So I'm sitting here thinking, Ian, why aren't you? Never mind, because when you get to that point, it's going to be kind of hard to tape off on one side and put the resin on the other. I was going to say, why don't you do the resin on those?
On these windows? No. The resin's a little more complicated on this model because you can't get to the back of some of these windows once it's partially assembled. Yeah. It's nearly impossible to get to the ones around the rim of the saucer in some spots. So this bougie luxury product of these laser cut windows, I mean, it's a great idea. It's like, usually I'm like, well, that's just spending money for spending money's sake, but they're great. And they're absolutely perfectly smooth on both sides. Whereas the resin is going to take on the texture of like your backing tape, and they won't be.
And there'll be bubbles in them.
And they're, with knowing me, yes. And me and Todd were hanging out last night until God knows what was it, like midnight, 1 a.m. Yeah. First, we discussed Todd's horrible sleeping patterns or lack thereof. And then I fell victim to his sleeping pattern, and I was like, dude, oh my God, it's like 1 a.m. My wife's going to kill me. Because then I go and I take my sleepy stuff to go to bed, and that takes like an hour to kick in. So I didn't go to bed until like, I don't know, 2 something in the morning, 3 o'clock, probably. Because I have to wind down. After I socialize, I get all wound up and I'm all excited from talking to other humans. So yeah, she was not very pleased.
Okay, I sent you my PayPal and my address.
Okay, I'll get that over to you today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
No rush, obviously.
And remember, 2 H's, no K's, well, no K's in the last name, and no T's.
Yeah, I know. I almost sent that money to the wrong person last time. I was like, okay, I sent the money, and you're like, I didn't get it.
Oh, crap. I'm sitting here typing, and I forget that my OBS changes my cameras based on the numbers I punch.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's why I went dark.
Oh, yeah. No more buck. Okay. So some of these holes are too big, and some of the holes are too small.
That's what she said.
And round two can kiss my petard. This is so annoying. Some of these holes are way out of whack. Jeez.
Kiss your Picard? What?
That hole was just right. It's like Goldilocks in the 3 holes.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, boom! That was a good one, actually. Come on, Todd.
This hole's too big. This hole's too small.
This hole's
just right.
Oh, dear. Sorry, children.
And then you broke the hole.
Yep. Now, I'm going to glue these in using my new favorite glue. But I don't get my extra bestest new favorite glue until tomorrow. I ordered the Rhodey starter pack of Solarez stuff. Todd convinced me. Yeah, I spent $70-something thanks to Todd.
Mm-hmm.
That is very cool. Very cool from Skull. A few weeks ago, he told you about his warp pylon halves for the Enterprise. He contacted Round 2, and they sent him new ones.
Wait, what was wrong with his model?
His uh, warp pylons were warped, or yeah, his
chiller
pylons,
grills?
his pylons were warped. His warp pylons were warped.
Okay. On his refit?
On his TOS.
Oh, from round who was that?
Skull.
Oh, he's doing the 350. Oh, I sorry, Scott. I didn't see your chat. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and are the new ones warped as well?
No, he said very impressed. He didn't say whether they were. I'm guessing they weren't. Hey, Steve, welcome.
Howdy, Steve. Up on the stream, watch me bitch and moan about putting little tiny windows in this Enterprise. My $5 UV flashlight from Harbor Freight, it doesn't work very well at all. That was half the reason.
Putting little tiny things in place.
Yeah. Well, that was half the reason I ordered the SolarRes starter kit. Is Todd, Todd's UV flashlight clearly actually works, whereas mine it works after a while, but it takes forever to cure my resin. I don't know if it's the resin or the flashlight. I'm leaning towards it being a really crappy flashlight I have here.
I'm leaning towards the operator.
Well, yeah, user error is very common at my workbench. But in this scenario, I believe this is purely a electrochemical photo, whatever, reactive. It's not working. Let me just put it that way. Not very well.
Skull said they were perfect.
Oh, that's good, Skull. Yeah, like I had with my Enterprise model, I possibly could have contacted Round 2 and tried to be as articulate and non-threatening as possible, and maybe they would have sent me a whole new kit or a new saucer or something, but nothing in the kit was really fitting well for the most part. Secondary hull was worse, pylons were worse, the warp nacelles were terrible, and that's on the good kit. The bad kit was unserviceable.
They usually don't respond very well to this shit broke.
Hey, Donnie's here. Yeah. Hey, Donnie, do you use the Harbor Freight UV light? What batteries are in my Harbor Freight UV light?
You open it up and say there are none, I'm going to laugh.
Yeah, no. Oh, no, I got the best batteries in here. I got Kirkland Signature.
Oh, the Costco special.
Yeah, well, they're made by Duracell or someone, I think. The one.
Yeah,
thing about Costco,
internally they're probably just energizers. So
yeah, one or the other. But people do those battery comparisons. I think it was Project Farm who does really good, unbiased comparisons. And the Kirklands, they just won overall. They were just some of the best alkaline batteries you can get. Period.
So, Steve said he's not allowed to come out and play today.
aww.
Catch up on what, the honeydew list?
Donnie got 10 new batteries in his flashlight from Amazon. Apparently, Donnie's not allowed to come out and play either. He's allowed to come out and talk, but not play.
Okay. Finally, those are cured. Oh, that's going to be so nice. And you got to put these windows in. They tell you to paint the model and then put the windows in, but once you paint the model and you have all those different layers of, gray primer, white primer, whatever else other paint's going on there, the holes get closed up even more, and it's just, that's what Phil said at least. I would tend to believe him. He's built this thing. He's building a second one, so, and I think he did the laser fire windows on both of them. These are not nearly as fiddly as I thought they would be. I'm very surprised. It's just going to be a lot of repetitive work, but overall not bad.
Steve said he's at the cave recording. He's getting things done that he couldn't because there was no AC.
Yeah, well, Steve's got a couple part works he's got to play catch up on, right, Steve?
And Donnie's going to pick up his son from work. That Donnie, he's always got an excuse.
Well, Donnie's the public transportation system for Murfreesboro, Tennessee, apparently. The Doherty Rapid Transit System. That's what we'll call Donnie.
Yep.
Doesn't that make the initials dirt?
Doherty Rapid Transit. No, yeah, DRT. Yeah. The Doherty Intercity Rapid Transit. There you go. Now it's dirt.
Well, is it inter or intra?
Intercity, I don't.
Inter means that he's going to other cities. Intra means within the same city.
Yeah. Okay, don't pick apart. I was making a ha, and you're getting all serious on me. Just you're bringing down my high, man.
What are you smoking?
Look at these little. No. I had a lot of caffeine for breakfast, though. Like, that's all I had for breakfast. I just had a big, giant 30-ounce cup of iced tea.
Iced tea's good for you.
That's all I drink anymore. I don't drink coffee. I only have tea in the morning.
Sorry, I gotta have a cup of coffee every day.
Yeah, I switched to tea. Coffee was making me too jittery.
Well,
Like, it's a different hit, the caffeine from tea versus coffee.
I used to drink about a pot to a pot and a half of coffee a day.
Yeah, sounds like my mom.
How did you not have the shits?
I was an Air Force senior NCO, and that's what they run on.
NCO?
Senior NCO.
Seniorman what?
Senior NCO.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, was it like a master sergeant?
Yep.
Master sergeants are few and far between.
Not as rare as they used to be, but they're trying to make them rarer again.
God, this window's like super sloppy floppy.
Yeah, I used to drink all that coffee, and then I got old. So now I drink tea. I still want my 1 cup of coffee in the morning, but after that, it's tea.
God, this window hole is so damn sloppy. You could throw a baseball through it. Oh, there's a joke there, I'm sure.
That's probably how it got that big.
Yeah, this mold is really far from good.
Far from good and good from afar.
I wouldn't even call it that. I'm not giving it that benefit of the doubt. It's just crap.
I have to agree with Donnie. He said that comedy is a very serious thing, Ian.
Thank you, Donnie.
Too bad Eric isn't here, because he would love the fact that they say the way to bend these, the way to curve these pieces is with this. That's how he bends wood. Bare needle nose pliers. Actually, I don't think he uses needle nose. I think he uses bike scripts.
Q-tip. That's some resin on the wrong side of the model.
Oh no.
That's okay. I didn't cure the outside. It just wipes away.
There's the underside of the dash. And the kick panels in the front. We got our lights in there all nice and interior lights all nice and pretty.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, wow.
You don't say.
Stepped on a frog.
Big frog.
What is? Oh, Steve says he's working on the Miura, the Stingray, the Ferrari, the Alien, and the Terminator. Jeez.
Where? What? Oh my God. Jeez. Damn, Steve.
Wow.
That Stingray looks like it's got a lot of potential. I thought I saw a few people saying something in the engine didn't fit quite perfectly.
Yeah, there was a problem with a intake runner was molded wrong and it didn't line up to the.
Is it like a modifiable fix, or do they have to like redo that whole part?
I think they have to redo the part.
Oh, okay.
Like the intake runner doesn't fit over the port on the block. Like there's
Oh,
a gap.
Yeah, that's no good. Okay. Yeah, I guess I gotta sand these. I was trying to think of a way to get out of sanding the back of all these windows.
Send them to Eric and have him do it. No?
Probably eat them.
He might at that.
Who knows? These fit. If friggin' round two. I mean, I feel for the guy who had to make these windows. Like, he probably had like a whole bunch of round two kits, and he's like measuring all the holes, and he's like, nothing is the same size. What the hell? So he just had to kind of split the difference and like just pick a size and be like, oh, people have to make it fit.
Sounds like the Titanic.
Well, I was thinking I'd have to file out more windows, but some of these windows are just too damn big to begin with, and I gotta like hold the window in place while the UV glue cures. And actually, having this slower curing glue setup is beneficial right now because I can manipulate the window a little bit in its opening while the glue is setting. This is like another one of the. That's the thing with this model. There's nothing extremely difficult about it. It's just so much stuff to do to make it nice. And then all the add-ons add more and more time, and the lighting adds more and more time, and just deciphering instructions of learning to read the wiring diagrams and trying to control that takes some mental fortitude, which I lack. So
I don't know, Ian. I think you've displayed a lot of tude.
a lot of tude. I have plenty of tude when I'm working on this damn thing.
Oh, wait, you said fortitude.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Okay, and now I'm going to work on the other side of the BC deck, and everything's going to be all different sizes again. Let's see.
Don't forget, not only is it going to be all different sizes, it's all going to be backwards.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, that window's all wrong. There's a huge gap in it. I'm gonna have to putty around this window. This is ridiculous. Come on, round two. Oh, they're never sending me a free model. Be like, hey, you want to send me a free model? We've watched your videos. We want to send you a cease and desist letter. You have now been banned from buying any round two models. We have alerted all of the major hobby stores. Your face is now on a photo at every hobby town in America.
Yeah, but there's one that you can still shop at.
Yeah, I know. Buck's basement.
No,
What?
the one in Phoenix.
Oh, Andy's hobby headquarters would ban me if round 2 forced him to. He'd be like, "Oh well, sorry, Ian. You can buy anything you want as long as it's one of my models." Round 2 said no more. All right, that's gonna need some putty. Lord Almighty, this is okay. No, whatever. It is what it is. Actually, I could probably fill that opening with resin. A little tape, but then it'll flow over and get on the paper. I think putty would probably be the better option.
Hey, Peter Webster. Hey, Lee.
Hey,
our
guys.
hands are all full, so we're not bringing up the chat, but we do see it.
We're not watching. Yeah, we're not doing our job there, paying attention to the chat.
We're not clicking on the chat on the screen.
Where's Donnie? Isn't that his job?
That's your job.
He's not. He's not producing for us today.
Neither am I.
He's busy.
See? Nobody's producing. Both my hands are busy.
Well, I mean, I could see the chat window. I'll try to pay more attention to it. I almost made a boo-boo. I forgot to take the paper off the inside of this window. I'd be like, why isn't that lighting up? Oh no, I did. Oh, the windows are so clear, I'm actually seeing the paper on the outside of the window, on the inside of the window. These things have amazing optical clarity.
Whatever you're drinking, I think you've had enough.
It was a sugar-free lemonade, actually.
Oh, there you go.
That lemonade will do you in every time.
The lemonade was real strong.
It all depends on what you put in that lemonade.
All right. Yeah, the lights on the rest of the model aren't as bad as this BC deck. This is where it's like got 6 sections of, it's got 6 sections of slide molding. You could see it in the, see those rectangles around all the windows? Those are like parts of the steel mold that are like inserted or removed separately, and they're all wonky. Good God, if Bandai made a 350 scale refit, how nice would that be?
Oh, you'd complain.
Oh, no, yeah. I wouldn't. It'd be Bandai. I mean, I'd still complain. I'd find something to hate, but...
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking forward to building, other than the amount of painting I get, not even the painting, I'm really looking forward to building that 72nd scale Falcon from Bandai.
Man, this is so sketchy.
I feel... So these are the stock, like, radio controls.
What is that?
Air conditioning controls for the center console. So it sits right here on the center console.
That's a little... I mean,
it feels bland.
Are there stickers that go on there or something?
I have no idea, but I kind of feel like the buttons need some color.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But, like, is there a 3D printed upgrade for that?
Oh, I'm sure. Somebody's done something somewhere.
Yeah, because that seems a bit... I mean, do you really see them? Because, you know, the dashboard, it overhangs so far.
Yeah, no, they're... I mean,
they'll still be visible.
This fits here, and it's way... That goes way up under here, so it's going like...
Oh, you're barely going to see it from outside.
Like, it's gonna be, like, way up under there.
Oh, so just maybe put some color on the little buttons.
That's what I was thinking. I was going to look online to see what it looked like on a real 82 Trans Am.
Yeah, a few little dots of probably paint marker will probably do it justice, just to where you can see it. You know, don't go crazy. Where's my Q-tip and alcohol? More friggin' resin. I definitely couldn't use the thin resin on this. I'd have to use. If I was using the solar resin, I'd still have to use the thick stuff. Wow. I gotta probably head up in about a half an hour, guys. I gotta start dinner. If anyone wants beef stroganoff, you're welcome to come over.
It's a long drive, though, man.
I make a really mean beef stroganoff, though.
Well, there's not a lot of. I mean, the controls are all black. It's just some of the writing is white. I don't know if you can see that in the picture there.
Wait, is that a Pioneer touchscreen in Knight Rider?
Yes. No, this is somebody selling a aftermarket panel.
No, I know, but what's the stock plastic part look like compared to that photo?
That's what I'm looking for.
I mean, it was definitely a double DIN head unit, I guess, because that's what GM used.
Yeah, I mean, it was, for the most part, it was, I don't know if you can see that in the picture, but...
Yeah, double DIN.
It was just a double DIN radio with an AC controls with little writing on them. So, I mean, everything was black except for...
Some of the... Well, look, show a close-up of the part next to that photo on your phone.
I mean, there's the Delco radio that was in it. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there should be a sticker or something for that. Tell Mike Lane to make a sticker for that.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to.
How hard could that be?
There, show it again, Todd.
What?
Show it again.
The same
Show them
picture?
side by side because I begged you.
Oh. So, this is really going to glare off my overhead.
No, I see it. It's
but
pretty clear.
there's the stock radio, right?
Yeah.
It's the Delco radio, third generation F-body. That's
yeah.
Basically represented by this part here, this square.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. These are the AC controls. But if you go back and you look at just the actual center console, where's this one here? I mean, there's not. I mean, there's some writing on the stuff, but everything's black. So, I mean, unless I make very, very small, tiny white dots to represent the markings, it's really
no. You should get like a water slide decal or a vinyl sticker from Mike Lane.
Yeah, well,
I will tell you.
I will bring that. I will ask him about it, and we can come back to this and do it. But that's.
I'll tell you, removing a radio like that in the '80s sucked out loud.
Oh yes, it did. I remember. Remember those long forks that used to go down the sides? You had to do it to pinch some little pin, then you could slide it out.
I still have a pair of those somewhere around here. Hold on, I'll be back.
And if you didn't have those, you had to go in from the back, and that was
yeah, take your whole dash apart. Indeed, Ollie. Indeed.
The what was it? The Blaupunk.
And that wasn't that supposed to be like an anti-theft thing that they were trying to say it was anti-theft and made it harder to steal, but then all the thieves just got their hands on those keys and off they went.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is, I remember the first time I installed a Blaupunk radio for a friend of mine. I was like, dude, my stock radio is better than this one. Buds says so.
Here's the tool.
Oh wow!
You would just
actually.
Well, my F-150, my 2002 F-150 had the same type of radio where you had to put these, you put them into it had the two little holes in each side, and you put these in and you squeeze and just yank the thing out.
Yep.
And I know I had two of these at some point in the past, but I only have this one I could find real quickly.
You know what, Boston? I probably would do that if it weren't for the fact that you are barely going to be able to see this. If this radio, I'm taping it in place so I don't lose it. If this was something that was a lot more visible, I would.
But it wasn't lit up in real life, really.
No, they never showed it on the thing. And if anything, this whole section was replaced with. Remember the tape adapter had a tape label?
Yeah.
And that was the tape player for Kit. They did it off screen as a prop and just did a close up of it. But yeah, I just don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just
so far under the dash. I mean,
yeah, but I would just get a radio label. If Mike Lane was making a set of labels for Kit, because there's the opportunity to make quite a few little labels probably for the car.
Since he's doing a whole dashboard, maybe I'll ask him, hey, are you going to make a little label for the radio?
Yeah, just to cover the radio with a little fake radio sticker. That would be a nice little add-on to any dashboard kit he's making.
Yeah.
Then you can come back with, my God, do you want a cup of coffee in there too?
Yeah. Doesn't Kit have a coffee maker? Then all these wires are going to go up inside this thing, and this is going to sit way,
Ow!
way
Mother
back in there.
Chris
See?
bucket.
It sits way back in there.
Buck, you're not allowed to steal
It's
my
going to be
terms.
so far into the dash. Like when you look inside the car, you're looking at it like this. Like you're just
I'm
barely gonna
modeling.
see that. Oh,
Yeah, no. Yeah, Buck, you're barely going to see it. I agree. But
so
when you look in there, if you just caught a glimpse of a radio sticker, it might be nice. Nice touch.
yeah. No, I'll ask Mike about that because if you remember on the DeLorean and part of his sticker pack, he had the clock, the sticker
Yeah.
for the clock, and he, it was super simple. And he's a graphic artist. I'm sure he can throw that in there. I'll ask him for that.
Yeah, that would be an easy one.
He can just throw it in as part of his dashboard mods.
Yeah. That'd be a nice
But that's
touch.
it for the kit.
Hey,
I'll be back.
how did you extract that blood and cursing, Buck?
I was working on this line. Get in camera. I was cutting this, and when I went to go back into it, I literally went straight into my thumb.
Oh, perfect. Good aim. 1 in a million shot, Doc.
Oh no, I can do that on a bad day or a good day.
Well, I was trying to be nice.
That's like Wayne. Wayne blamed me for his. I gave him a whole X-Acto knife set when we were at Wonderfest, right?
Yeah, he clearly wasn't. He wasn't.
And he just flat out he's like, Todd, your X-Acto knife cut me.
Like,
what?
No, you cut you with an X-Acto knife. Silly. The knife wouldn't cut you if it was just sitting on your workbench. You went and picked it up. That was
The
your
gun
fault.
didn't shoot you. You shot you.
Yeah, really.
It depends. I've had my X-Acto knife decide to roll and fall straight into my leg.
Oh, yeah, I had that. These suckers, look at these nasty little bastards. These
Ow.
Tamiya Deckel scissors. I mean, yeah, these fell off my workbench one day and I caught them. I was like, oh, I'm going to catch them. I don't want them to fall and break because they're a little delicate. Nope, went right through my hand. It was in the meat, like 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch.
The meat.
It was almost in the bone. It was almost an Ace Ventura moment.
Yeah. Todd, didn't you know Ian's made of meat?
He's just a sack of water,
Exactly. He's made of meat, which that's just there to piss the vegans off.
He's a meat popsicle.
I'm
Oh damn it!
70% meat, 25% fat, and 5% stupid.
This model is definitely.
I don't know. Your fat
carbon.
percentage might be a little higher than that, there, buddy.
25%? You really don't? I think my
You
BMI
are
is
not
pretty tolerable.
25%. You're more in the 30s, my friend.
40s? I don't know. I'm an overachiever, I guess.
70. There. This model will be part of me forever. I'll be part of it.
There you go. You've marked it. Now it has your DNA on it, so when you sell it, they'll be able to find you. That
Exactly.
was my grandpa. All right.
Okay, this window, I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to put you aside. You've done something wrong.
I no longer like you. You've done something wrong.
All these windows are supposed to be tapered just slightly, and I can't figure out which end is tapered because I'm so damn blind now close up.
That'll teach you to have that surgery.
Okay, that is the narrow end. I do really enjoy having that perfect distance vision without any contacts in. And these magnifiers are good. These work well. Do I need to buy a new sheet of Tamiya 1000 grit? Ugh.
So I understand why they did this, but I really like the way the Oakley does this instead when you got to do something around a curve.
Okay.
But they like pre-score the.
Well, they scored it, but you literally have to bend it. Oakley instead, you have the flat piece, and the curved piece is a separate piece that's underneath, and then you put strip wood on there instead. So much easier.
All right. Put the kid away.
Go in the hole. Perfect.
Go in your hole ball.
Oh my gosh.
You know, it's a good thing that we don't get copyright strikes for quoting movies.
Oh yeah, if that happened, forget it. I'd be out of business.
Oh yeah. All of us would.
Okay. I think I'm coming up with a system here. Let's see if you go in your hole. Now all the holes on this side of the BC deck are too small. Every single one of them. So they all need to be filed open a little bit.
Were they too big on the other side?
Put a round needle file.
Spare bits.
Because if they were too big on the other side and they're too small on this side, maybe you put the wrong windows on the other side.
No, they're all the same size. It's just this thing is so inconsistently molded at the BC deck area. I think the rest of the ship won't be this bad. I think it's just this BC deck that's incredibly crap. There we go. That fit fine.
Stock scanner board. That was crap.
Yeah, I picked the wrong side. That one. So you're going to go in the bin. I'll use one of my spares. I'll end up with quite a few spare windows when I'm done with this if I don't drop any of them. Or fling them across the garage.
What is next? Eleanor.
I thought you were in the basement.
I'm in the basement garage.
Huh? Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a drive under garage.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's a 70s thing.
50s.
50s, okay.
That's when this house was built. 1956, I believe.
It's kind of funny. Was it California? I think it was California. So, no, it was Milwaukee, where we saw one of those houses, and I was like, that's kind of nostalgic and everything else when we bought our house up there. And then we went and saw it, and I was like, nope, not on your life ever. They couldn't give me this house. For
In
some
Milwaukee?
reason. Well, no, it wasn't because of Milwaukee. I had to have somewhere to live up there. But something bothers me when you walk into a house that is for sale and it's supposed to be a livable property and you see floorboards.
Yeah. Oh, like subflooring, you mean?
Yeah, the actual floorboards.
Wow. Like no carpet, no wood floor on top of it, no tile, no just bare subfloor?
Exactly. Kind of
Well,
like
try to sell a
kinda
house like that.
I don't know, idiots. But yeah, kind of like the floor, square in our bedroom that the aquarium leaked on for like 3 days.
Oh.
Well, it was one of them things. If I had, when we found it, I was like, "Oh shit! I got to find out if this floor is ruined." So out came the carpet knife, and I cut a hole in the carpet around the aquarium.
There you go.
Binder.
Since the aquarium's still there, we haven't bothered to fix it yet.
I might do this.
All right.
We'll leave that to whoever
Other
inherits
stack
the
of
house
binders.
after we die.
All right.
What's Todd yapping about?
Binders.
Ah, another binder. I don't like those binders. I don't use them.
I throw the binders out.
We should call them and not pay for them, is what we should do.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're right. I thought the binders would be nice, and then I'm done building them out. I'm like, I don't want all these stupid magazines and binders and crap. What am I going to do with these? Read through them for the nostalgia of all the fun I had building this thing?
Well, I mean, they have interesting magazine, or I mean, some of the articles are interesting, but
No, yeah, I'll browse the articles briefly. Like the
But one
Japanese
time.
magazines. But the
But it's a
Japanese
one-time
magazines,
thing,
I threw them all out because I couldn't read Japanese, and I'm not going to slowly scroll over them with my phone and Google Translate app turned on to read them, you know?
Why not? You missed that one that said you may already be a millionaire.
I have all of the originals in digital form. So if you want to read them in English, I have them.
Yeah.
All 159, including the book at the end.
Ugh. Maybe not.
Thinking about it, and no.
Negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
That is a tiny screw.
It's almost 5 o'clock. You have to go up in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm only going to be good for about 2 hours. I have a poker game to get to.
We gotta slice up some flank steak and a pile of mushrooms, onions, garlic. Start cooking.
You know, Todd, you could just give us your money and then you wouldn't have to go to that poker game.
What fun is that?
It's good for us.
That's you assuming I lose.
Todd's a card counter. He's gonna Dustin Hoffman that thing and Rain Man the table.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, that was really fun. I've curved both ends of this.
You still have 9 fingers you haven't stabbed yet. I mean, you're not done.
Yeah, but no, I'm done with this for today. I've had
What?
I've had enough fun with this today.
Oh, that's what you're saying, the backlight.
And I have 2 more pieces that need that same treatment.
Boston Buds that make me do a flex. If you do that while I'm holding my cup of tea, I'm going to be very upset when I spill it all over myself.
Pattern is full, Ghost Rider.
Yep, that's what I just said, Todd.
What? No.
Were you not paying attention?
Nope.
I know, people tune me out after a while. I understand.
Yep.
It's normal. I've been getting that for my whole life.
Ian, did you say something?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's here? Oh, hey, Lee's here. Knock, knock. Somebody let him in.
Oh, I got it. Oh,
Got
you
it.
got it.
Hey, Lee.
Fuck me to it. Hey, Lee.
Lee's
He's
audio.
not talking to us.
Are you having audio issues? It's StreamYards is a little wonky today, Lee.
Could be that he can not hear us.
Either he doesn't hear us or we don't hear him, one or the other. But
Well, I don't
it's almost guaranteed it's one of those 2 options. What's the hey Buck? What's the universal pilot sign for no audio? What is that thing?
No, this is Chalk's in.
Computer's playing.
Oh, I hear you, Lee. Oh, and he's gone.
And he's gone.
Thanks for
Hello,
stopping by,
and
Lee.
poof.
It was great seeing you for the 30 seconds you were here, sir. Yeah, no, StreamYards is all screwy. I don't know what I'm in now and it's working and I'm happy, but dear God, I was like sweating for like 10 minutes trying to figure it out.
Wait, who threw Lee out?
What's going on?
Who's he? Is he? Are you talking to yourself?
I do that sometimes. Sometimes I even
StreamYard is messing up. Yes, Lee, it is all fakakta today for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with StreamYard. Well, I mean, I know what's wrong with it. It's broken. I just don't know exactly.
I don't know.
No, I'm looking at this my email real quick, and I got this email from Amazon that said rate your experience with this seller for the LED lights that didn't come yesterday.
Oh, not great so far, Amazon.
Yeah, they were supposed to come yesterday. Well, it's a market seller, so.
All right. Well, I got my little look at that. Got my little laser cut acrylic windows are in there with their pre-applied masking film. That's nice. Oh, I hear thunder outside. Oh, cripe. We're going to lose power again. Bye. Okay, so these are nice. These all fit pretty well. I'm gonna put the spares back in the Ziploc bag. Secondary hull, dorsal, BC decks. There we go. So I didn't lose a single one. One of them I ended up peeling the wrong side of the masking off. We ended up with 3 spare round windows and 1 spare oblong window. So he does give you quite a few spares. And there's this big ass window for the officer's lounge. It's not even polished. It needs so much work to fit. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this or just use this like plastic soda bottle stuff. Let's see. Oh no, I might actually be able to use this thing. I'll just need a whole lot of massaging of both the window opening It would have been easier to put this in before I put in the photo etch. But being the dumbass I am, I was like, nah, I don't need those fancy laser fire windows. I'm not going to use those. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm using them.
I was going to say.
You do have the dumbest modeling channel on YouTube, so.
You do.
That is true. All right. So I'll need to sand the ever-loving piss out of this thing to get it to fit. Actually, not that much. Yeah, it's not so bad, actually.
Yeah, I think StreamYard's definitely having some issues.
Yeah, StreamYard's is totally not 100% feeling okay today. Woke up on the wrong side of the internet.
It's angry today.
Don't be angry, StreamYards.
Nope, he's going to try again.
Oh, good luck, Lee. Let's see if this works this time. I had to try about 8 times before. Restarted the browser, restarted the computer, restarted OBS. Everything. Nothing worked. Ah, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Enough sanding, and this thing's going to look awesome.
There.
Okay. Any audio, Lee? Because that's where I had the problem. It wasn't video. I had audio issue. I couldn't hear anybody. And he's gone. Lee, you could test that before you enter the studio. If it's not working for you, when you're playing with your settings before you enter the studio, it's not going to work in the studio.
Oh, who's at my front door?
That's
I bet it's Amazon. I did order parts. I ordered things.
If it's your front door, Todd, there's only a certain set type of visitor. It'll either be your girlfriend, the pizza delivery guy, the Chinese food delivery guy, or some delivery service bringing you a box.
Yep.
That's really it.
Yep.
If anyone else shows up, you're probably under arrest.
Answer the door with a gun. That's what you do, the Arizona way.
Sounds like Arizona got rough since I left.
It's the Wild West, bro. That's what we do here.
I don't know. I used to live in El Mirage. That wasn't too awful.
El Mirage is kind of ghetto. It's kind of ghetto.
I know that. I broke a lease. Let's put it this way. When I got there as a staff sergeant with 4 kids, So making about $500 a paycheck every 2 weeks.
Why'd you
My
have 4
wife-
kids when you're only making that kind of money?
Hey, that nature. But my wife and I decided, okay, we're going to live in low-income housing. 4 months later, we said, fuck that. We can't even afford to stay in low-income housing because of the critters that lived in the building. The cockroaches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
My wife went to the neighbor's house or apartment one time. There were fourplexes. And she was talking to her, and she asked the lady if she had problems with cockroaches, and she moved a picture and said, yeah, a little bit. You could see where the picture was at because it was just cockroaches, solid.
Oof.
Yeah, and at that point we were like, yeah, we may not be able to afford to buy a house, but we aren't staying here anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty, man.
Oh yeah, well it was funny too because the company, we broke the lease, and the company was like, we moved out 2 weeks before the end of the month, so we actually were broke the lease by 2 months. The company was like, yeah, we're going to make you pay for those 2 months and all that, and they, all this that they were going after us for. I called the office and said, is anybody living there? They never called me again because they had already released it, and they realized I knew my rights. Because if they were, that's the thing is if you break a lease, or at least that's the way it was then, if you break a lease, if they re-rent, you don't owe that rent.
Now, see, they have you cover this battery box up, and I don't like that.
What are they having you cover it up with?
Well, there's a cover for it.
Ah,
So this is the trunk battery box, right? This is the trunk floor.
yeah.
Top of the gas tank, so if you painted it, you're going to have to paint that. If you painted the bottom part of your gas tank, you're going to have to paint the top part. There it is. And they have you build this whole battery and put it in there, put cables on it, and the whole thing that's like deep cycle battery. And then they have you cover it up with this cover. And I'm like, should we leave the cover on or leave it off?
I would leave it. It's supposed to be there, so I would put it on, but I would want to leave it off because it's one of them, it's there.
Yeah, I mean, I want to leave it off because it looks more interesting when you look in the trunk. We're going to build the nitrous tank. It goes right here.
Yeah.
That just looks, it's more interesting to me. I don't know. Well, it's removable. I can always take it off later.
A bit more massaging before it fits in properly, but not too bad.
Mostly it's just my globs of crazy glue I use to hold in the photo etch or keeping the window from seating properly, but I need to be in a better mindset and not rushed to do this thing for sure.
Oh my God, it's that guy.
What happened?
That guy from North Dakota is in the chat.
Oh no, him again?
Yeah, him again.
Oh, I hear more thunder. Okay, well, I think I can make dinner at least because I don't need electricity to make dinner.
Hey, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Hey, Eric. Okay, guys, I gotta bounce out of here. I'll catch you guys next time.
All right, see you Friday.
See ya.
All right, later. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Be good.
72. Eric got here just in time to watch Eleanor get built. Look at that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were building.
Yeah, this is L.A. Noir.
I'm just so hopeful that while bending this shit, none of it snaps completely off. That's my biggest concern with the way they have you bend it. Let me see. Is this thing still leaking? Because I need that thumbnail. Good.
These are some tiny ass screws. These little PS12s. They'd make you put on your special glasses, Buck.
I have my special glasses on all the time. Ever since I got the transitions,
Yeah?
I love them because it's like I don't need a second pair of glasses at all anymore.
Yeah, I tried them. I tried them.
I tried bifocals one
And
time.
aren't they called progressives?
Something like
Transitions
that.
are the ones that tint themselves when you go outside.
Yeah, I got both on these. These are some pricey glasses that I wear.
Oh, my glasses are always expensive.
Yeah, I forget what they're called. But so yeah, the progressives. What the funny thing is I talk to people and what they complain about is the fact that you only have this clear area down the center. And I'm like, what are you looking at outside of that?
Yeah, but that means if your peripheral vision is toast. You basically got to turn your head now to see everything.
Not really. To see something, to read something, I do, but other than that, not really.
I have dual monitors for work, and I could not use those because I was turning my head so much, my neck would hurt. Four stages, Dad. 3 screws. Okay.
I'm thinking that turning your head is a whole lot better than swapping your glasses.
No, I just got bifocals.
No. Never.
So does that make you feel like Grandpa?
No, I couldn't see with them.
Oh. What does Steve say? Progressives are bifocals that have been blended lines, so it's not as harsh. Yes, I agree. I did. But I tried them, and mine, the glasses, I could only see when I was looking directly through the center of the glasses. When I would look through, if I tried to look out the sides of the glasses, everything was out of focus. So I had to look where I was looking, and my glasses aren't that strong. Like,
yeah,
well, see, I had like a 0.25 or something, but I
also have the. You also have the. I forget what it's called, but it's for the glare from the computer, so I can see that off the car.
Yeah, the anti-glare.
But see, the thing is, you get used to that. You really do, and I did.
Yeah, but that means you would have to turn your head every time you want to look at something in focus.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing is with my prescription, Todd. I don't have bifocals. I have trifocals. I have 3 separate prescriptions on these lenses.
Wow.
Yeah.
He says, "Don't look out the side." Let me tell you something. I work on lots of tiny, tiny print on computer screens for work because I need to have 14 windows open. So it's not as simple as don't look out the side.
Wait.
Because
Only
I got to
14?
look on the left monitor and the right monitor. And if I'm working up, my primary's over here and I'm doing stuff on this one, I sometimes need to look over here to copy words. If I'm copying code or if I'm, rewriting some text or something and I'm using this as the source and I'm writing over here. And for me to do that, I had to keep moving my head left and right every time I wanted to grab text because I could not see this just by glancing to the right. I can do that with these glasses. But I look over here, and you glance to the right out your side of your glasses, and I could read the text, not with the progressives. The progressives, I had to keep turning my head to look back here, turn back here, hundreds of times a day. I'm out. Can't do it. Tried, can't do it. Send them back.
I had a boss one time that
I didn't want trifocals because I look like Grandpa, but too bad.
I had a boss one time that we would ask each other every now and then because we got so much going on. And he never surpassed my 28 windows that I was actively working on 2 screens.
I feel like that's going to go like right here.
I know exactly what you're talking about when you're sitting there going from window to window.
Yeah, I couldn't. I can't do that. It was rough. Steve says he's RoboCop. He has to turn his head to look. Well, if you were doing that all your life, then that's fine. That was your thing. Then you're used to it, and your neck doesn't care. But mine did.
So you're saying you got old man neck?
That's fine. I'm not a young spring chicken anymore.
Yeah, you are.
Well, compared to you, yes. All right. That's that trunk piece and that trunk piece. Oh, nitrous tail.
That's the thing, Todd.
Tank.
I'm not 15. I only act like I am. Okay,
Well, I never grew up. I matured, like, I became responsible and stuff, but I never grew up. So anybody that has to deal with me has to deal with that.
So what are you saying? You weren't looking for a girlfriend. You were looking for a mother.
No, I don't need a mother. I take care of shit all by myself. I don't need anybody to do my laundry. I don't need any of that. So in the instructions, by the way, so here's the nitrous tank. Naz. The instructions have these labeled wrong, these parts. They call this the hose and they call this the valve. So they have these parts labeled wrong. Doesn't hurt anything, but it's just.
Oh, wait till you see my mooning video tomorrow drop.
Oh, okay, YouTuber, you're dropping videos now? I got it. Hey, Gordon.
I put the second wall to the Moomin house together exactly backwards.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I realized that as I was, before anything dried, and so I paused the video, redid it, took it apart and redid it, which is why it's 30 minutes long instead of 20. That was exciting for a minute there because those tabs are so narrow.
Yeah, I'm going to try to take a picture down inside there, but I'll try.
Hey, Gordon.
Put the cap on. This little press fit. Last tank. It's cute.
I am completely off screen.
Why? Why are you doing that? That's all right. I keep
help
bumping my camera when I take pictures from above, and I keep bumping and throwing it off screen. So there you go.
I can't-
Nas tank.
Can't help it. Have to get to the edge of the table while I'm bending these things. This is so sketchy. When I get ready to put this together, I'm putting tape across the back of this so it doesn't split. I wonder if
Is that just a thing about wood?
No, it's the way they designed this. Usually what you do on something like this is you would wet it and then curve it. But what they said is that because of the wood they use, which is, well, there's the problem. The grain runs the length of it. If the
There's the
grain
problem
ran,
right there.
if the grain ran up and down, you could soak it and bend it without a problem. But it says in the instructions, if you wet it, it will do what they call cupping, which is it's going to bend the wrong
way?
Fudge monkeys!
I don't think that's what you meant to say.
I just broke it.
That's not a big deal, though. It's wood. You just put it back together.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever injected super glue, like through a needle?
Where?
I'm just in general.
You mean into me?
No, like into something in a model or between a crack, or have you ever used a syringe with a needle, a metal needle, to inject super glue?
I have not tried that. I'm not sure how well it would work, and I know that would be the end of that needle once it
No,
dries.
I know. Even if it's a one-time thing, you know.
Yeah. I haven't tried it.
Because there are parts of, you know, I've been using on my Titanic, I've been using that 3M spray adhesive. But there was one particular deck panel that when I got it out of the box was, you brought up cupping, and this is what it reminded me of. That was bowed all to hell. Like, they came out and they were like this. They should be flat, and they were curled like this.
Are they wood?
Yeah. And I tried like steaming them, all these things trying to flatten them out, but I eventually just said, you know what, I'm just going to use my adhesive. The 3M adhesive is really strong, it'll be fine. And then I think because I sprayed my whole arm with adhesive on the panel before, and I had all that adhesive in my arm hair, which sucked, that I was super apprehensive on this deck panel, and so I didn't get enough on it. And so now there's little parts where it's bubbling up on the Titanic that I can't get to because the other parts are stuck down. And I kind of want to take a needle and then push it through the wood. You'll never see the hole, and inject a little wood in there. Even if it's, something wood glue or something, it doesn't have to be super glue. Just something where I can inject it through a needle that's thin enough that I can stick it underneath the wood and not damage it. That was my idea. I didn't know if it was possible. I just had an idea.
It should probably work. I do know that my wife used to do decals on our cars, and when it would bubble up, she'd just take a razor blade, slice it, and push it down.
Yeah, but that's not the problem. It's not an air bubble. It's literally the adhesive underneath is bubbling up off the plastic because there's such a curl to that wood. It's not a bubble. I mean, I can push it down and the adhesive will hold it for a day, and then tomorrow it'll come back up, Anyway, here's our NOS tank. All plumbed in. Sticks through. Just the hose just sticks through a hole. Looks fine. Okay. Now we're putting this in the car. Son of
Yeah. See, Todd? See that nice little crack there?
Yeah. Can't you just wood glue it? I mean, isn't that the nice thing about working with wood is you just glue it, patch it,
Yeah, I just hate when that happens.
Well, don't beat yourself up over it.
Well, the reason what has got me most concerned is that I throw that back in the box and not do anything with it because I'm actually working ahead because I don't have those LEDs. And come 2 weeks from now, when I finally get to this part, it's gone. Of course, then on the other hand, I just take some of the wood stripping I've got and just do it the right way.
So one moment here, I'm going to see what the chat has to say. Eric says Ron Caverly uses glue through a needle all the time, and it works great. I'm going to start doing some research on that. Kenneth says, I'm back. Had to finish cutting the hair off the front yard grass with a push lawnmower. Ooh. Ouch.
Well, that sucks.
Eric's here. No, hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
He says, guess what? What, Mark?
Chicken butt.
Do tell us. And while you're doing that, I have to go get my Eleanor off the counter.
Let me think. Guess what? Canada's on fire again.
Yay!
Oh, he said we are all so awesome.
Eleanor? Oh, I guess that's not the top of the tank. The top of the tank's here already. Well, that's interesting. Something I never noticed before. There's a keyhole right here in the tank, gas tank. This is going to fit over that for no reason whatsoever. I wonder what was supposed to go in here.
Don't ask.
You know what I bet? You know what I bet you used to go in here? Because this is a liner that's going to fit over the trunk like that. Like you're never going to see it again. This, I know what this is, and I'm going to grab my other camera because this is interesting. I know what this is. Let me switch to my close-up camera here. So this gas tank, if you see this right here, can you see that?
Yeah.
There's a keyed hole right there. This is the fuel tank filler for the tube that would go behind the license plate, like on a normal Mustang.
Yep.
Right? And what do you want to bet? This is just the same part they use for all the other Mustangs they make. The GT500, the Super Snake, all the ones that Elegor puts together. This is just a part from that car.
Yep.
Now, the Eleanor has a side panel. The fuel filler is on the side up here. So this is going to just cover that up. You'll never see it again. Huh. What do you know? I'm like, oh, that's where the fuel filler tube's going to go. Nope, it's not. You're never going to see it again. So for anybody that plans on painting the top of their tank a different color, there's no point. You're never going to see this again. Because this is just going to fit in here, cover it all up, and off we go.
Wait, Todd?
Yes, sir.
Are you actually saying you're not going to do something that there's no point to do
Well,
when it comes to extra details? Don't lie to us, Todd. We know you.
I'm not. Who's lying?
We know you. We've seen your DeLorean.
Yeah, but see, that's where I learned my lesson, was on the DeLorean. Is I went nuts on the DeLorean, and then all of it gets covered up, and I'm like, well, I'm the only one that knows it's in there. What's the point? I spent all that time on the engine, and then you cover it up.
The point is that you got to do something like that because when Ian does it, he follows your website, and he does it too. And then he complains that he did it.
Well, too damn bad. And that's it. It's right there. Covers it all up.
That's what she said. I am surprised because Eric is here that he hasn't said anything about the fact that I just broke another flipping piece of this. But I'm using pliers to bend wood.
I got my replacement trunk lock, by the way. I ordered a replacement issue. It came in like a week.
Cool.
Remember I had Steve check his bag? I'm like, I only got one in the bag. And Steve's like, I
Yeah.
got two. I'm like, oh, no!
I remember that. Oh, by the way, Todd, I get to do
Yes,
this
sir.
again on the third deck of the ship.
Yeah?
I get to do this again 4 more times. I'm so happy.
And you were upset about not doing windows anymore? Seriously. What is wrong with you?
Well, wait, here's the really cool part, too. See that right there? I have to somehow curve a window piece around that.
Now we got
Twice.
Kenneth saying that. That's what she said.
Yeah. It's good. Eric has obviously gone to sleep because I called him out and he didn't even answer.
No. Good night, Eric.
Sweet dreams. Should we call him Little Prince?
All right. That's done. Now what?
Do that.
Next. Oh. I get to put this off to the side somewhere. Back here. So,
Look, Eric. Look. I'm using pliers to bend wood. He said he's here. He's just not paying attention.
Oh, these little push pins. Man, I don't trust these. Oh.
So Kenneth, Ian is actually gone. He's gone to make dinner. Pliers work great. No, they don't. I've broken this stuff twice now. Not very happy. Oh, Todd,
Yes?
here's something funny. Got an email from Oakry, and it said, you know, to browse their models based on skill level. And I went to their website and I saw a couple of them that I have, a couple of them that I've built, and I've got a bunch of the intermediate. I did not know this, but the first wooden model I ever built from Oakry, no, second, was an advanced level kit.
Really?
Yes, my Spirit of Mississippi is from their catalog is an advanced level kit, and I did what I do, which is take a skill level 5 kit and turn it into a 7 because I lit that thing. I lit it. I got people on it. And it's funny that if I go through the people that are on it, I will sit there and tell you a story of what is going on for each individual person.
Let me tell you a story.
It's really cool because at one spot I've got a couple of ladies sitting at a table and a little kid next to them, and the little kid is sitting there going, "Mom, mom, mom, mom."
What is this supposed to fit?
Hey, Mark, welcome.
Woo! Woo! You gotta flex this a lot. Whoa!
Don't make me flex.
What's going on here?
Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah. Helps if I'm watching the right screen. Yeah. How's everybody today?
Ah, Mark.
Good. Yep. Good, except for Model Expo makes me bend wood with pliers rather than water.
They make you what?
You know how usually when you're going to bend wood, you'll wet it or heat it or something like that?
Okay.
These parts are too wide. According to Model Expo, they're too wide, two, the grain is running the wrong way, so that you can't use water to bend it. You have to cut it a little bit and then use pliers.
Isn't it wood?
Yeah, it's wood. Usually I wet wood to bend it.
Yeah.
And the way that Oakry does it is they'll give you curved pieces for the inside and tell you to use wood strip.
This is what I'm doing. I'm building custom posts and lanterns.
Very cool.
Button.
Do 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 do.
It was in focus. Now it doesn't want to be in focus.
That is nice. Even out of focus, I can tell that looks pretty nice. That is really nice the way you did that.
And then what I'll do is I take some window screen. Like after I'll sand the I'll sand the LEDs, and I'll take window screen and I'll wrap it around it.
Very cool.
And then I'll paint the wires black. Now it's open on the back side, right? But you'll never see the back side because the back side of the ship is closed off, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to make 3 of these, and they will go just under here in this area. Come on, focus in. So they'll go, there's 3 of them, there'll be 3 under here. And then on the top, I'm making the ribs for it, and I'll channel all of these out, and I will be putting LEDs, drilling holes and putting LEDs through certain ribs.
Is that
And that'll go on this? Yeah, and that'll go on this deck here. Come on, get out of there. This will all sit in here.
very cool?
Which way is which? I think it goes this way. So that'll all sit in here when it's done. Maybe I did have it the right way. Oh, look at that. Now that I put that in there, that's a pain in the ass. Okay. So yeah, this will all slide in after when it's done. Really should have marked which way this goes. Oh, wait a minute. My numbers are there. There's number 3. Okay, so it goes this way. Because I had to make these extra parts that run the length of the ship because I needed somewhere to hide the wires, for one. All right. But I couldn't just run it from side to side. Okay, fuck you. You don't want to get in there. Yeah, I'm going to channel these out so I can run my wires. And I'm going to run them to the back of the ship down here on this side somewhere. But 3 of these get cut out for the cargo hold. All right?
Yeah.
So 3 of these will get cut out. So I couldn't just put my LEDs down the center. Just shit, I'm figuring it out. And I bought the new tool to, well, bought it the other day. But
it didn't come with the lights, right? You had to add those yourself?
It does come with a lighting kit, but they are a steady on LEDs.
Yeah.
And I'm making I'm using flickering LEDs.
Gotcha.
Well,
So I'm changing them all out.
The light kit that it comes with, Todd, the Oakley light kit, is very much along the same lines as the Pontos light kit for the Titanic. It's less than very basic.
Yeah. Comes with some wire, I think 10 LEDs, 10 or 12 LEDs, and battery pack. That's it. Comes with a battery pack like this.
If you're just trying to throw some lights in there and you don't care really what it does, what it looks like, it works great.
Yeah.
But if you want it to look realistic lighting, not worth it.
And see, I went and bought these barrel plugs because I'm going to run this through the base that I'm going to be 3D printing. And this will come up into the bottom of the ship, this section here. And this will stick out the base that I'm going to be making. Because this is actually supposed to fit in here at the back. You know, it's supposed to go inside. And I'm like, yep, I don't want that. That looks like shit. And I need to build a pipe organ in there anyways. Because on the I've actually found out that this ship is like pretty much nowhere near like the movie or better Flying Dutchman ships. There's no ships. There's no ship's wheel for one. They don't include a ship's wheel in this thing.
It's a
Figure that
good
out.
facsimile of it. It's just like the Pearl from Zvezda.
Yeah.
I don't think it is very movie accurate either, except for on the outside. Because the Pearl is a very strange ship. It is not an actual ship that ever existed. It's not modeled off of anything.
It's actually built on an old ocean liner.
Yeah. Well, it was the design of it with the sails and the masts it has is a combination of like 3 different ships.
Yep. Well, this one here, one deck isn't long enough. Then there's a mast that's in the wrong spot. 2 decks that are at the wrong height. Yeah. It's like this front deck is actually too high. So there's a deck on top of this, right? This deck is actually too high. It should be down. This one that goes here on the back side, that's pretty much the same level as the front, is too high. It should be down. But then this deck actually stops where these tall ribs are, when all reality in the movie and better ships, like better models, it actually stops in front of the main mast. All right.
Yeah.
And then they've got a mast up here at the top, right here, when all reality, it's actually supposed to be probably another 2 to 3 inches forward. Then the ship's wheel is supposed to be behind it. So yeah, looking at this thing, it's, I mean, it's a good representation of it, like you say, but as far as anywhere close to being accurate, nope. They don't even have triple guns on this thing up front. They've got 2 doors in its place. So I've ordered up some more barrels, cannon barrels, so I can cut them up and make the triple gun. And so, but yeah, right now that's what I'm working on is the putting LED posts in. Because all they wanted was a flat piece of wood with some holes drilled in it, and put the LEDs in it and wire it for the 2 decks. Glue it to the bottom, like to the underside of the deck. And I'm like, nah, that's not going to work for me. But that's the whole point of a model kit, isn't it? Build it the way you want it.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter if it's plastic or wood or whatever. If that's the way you want it, make it that way.
Yep.
You know, just because it comes the way it comes doesn't mean that's the way it has to be built. So learn that, everybody. Anybody that's listening, watching, wanting to get into this type of stuff, doesn't matter if it's plastic, wood, you know, building a house, a kit car, anything. It doesn't matter what you're working on. Make sure you make it your own. You don't want something that way, change it. Learn how to weld and put vents in the front fenders of your car, or put canards on the front corners or back corners. Learn how to do fiberglass work. It's not hard. Learn it. you know, and do it. Make it your own. There's no rule anywhere that says that this is the kit and it's law that you have to build it that way. No. A kit is fun. A hobby is fun. Do what you want with it, how you want it. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because guess what? It's sitting on your shelf, not theirs. Right?
Yep. Holy shit.
It took me 40 years to figure out that I should stop doing things to impress other people. So
Sure. They don't like what I'm doing. You know what? There's a subscribe button there. You can also hit it to unsubscribe and fuck off.
So
Okay.
I have to go get ready. So I gotta hop out of here. Are you gonna keep going, Buck?
Now go ahead and kill it, because I think Andrea just came down and is making dinner, and I've got to repair a glue bottle.
Seriously. I just got
I
in
pulled
here.
the pin.
I know you just got here, but you were late.
I pulled this pin out, and it came out. The whole thing came out of the bottle.
Excellent.
Well,
I got my new mask from Amazon, so I can continue my.
and I got
resume.
my new tool from Amazon. One of these little belt sander things.
Oh, that is cool. See, I want a bunch of mini tools.
I had this for about half a day, and I must have used it at least 30 times already.
It's
Hey,
fantastic.
show that again. Sorry, I was
Little
looking for a
belt
pair.
sander.
Oh yeah, there's one on Amazon that I'm looking at. It's got the belt and the disc.
Okay, yeah. No, I just wanted this one because I've got the mini lathe as well, and I've got the.
I need a mini lathe,
that.
a draw press. That thing looks great. I need that. Oh, I need a bigger
This
workshop.
thing,
Thanks, Lee.
this thing is freaking awesome, and the power
Yeah.
pack that operates this, right, also operates the little mini lathe. They're the same power pack,
Very cool.
I love it.
so I can put the saw blade in here, or the sanding disc on it, or spin the front around and use it as a wood lathe. But it uses
Yep,
the
I need to
same
get
power
some.
supply.
I love it.
Oh yeah, it's freaking awesome, buddy. I love these things, and it's not
All right.
overly noisy actually. So, okay, well,
Thanks for coming for a short
Short-lived
time,
time on
Mark.
here.
It's good to see your progress.
Yep.
no worries. Next time around.
All right, everybody. Thanks for the quick
Everybody
Sunday
later.
stream, guys. Bye.
Bye.